welcome to Crazy Talk. We're gonna start off by saying our names and introducing ourselves, and then saying what animal we would choose to be our spirit animal. And we'll start with you.
Hi guys, my name is Xavier, and I feel my spirit animal would be a dolphin.
I'm Maria, and mine would be a panda.
I'm Maribel, and mine would be a dog, specifically a golden retriever.
I'm Jazz, and I will go with Tasmanian Devil.
And we'll just let you guys guess why as the video progresses. I'm sure y'all understand. So we started this podcast with family and our closest friend. She's family now too. And we basically just want an environment to have you guys laugh and enjoy a good time with us. Ask us questions if you have any later on, and then just get to know us and feel our close relationship. And we'll share that with you guys, of course. So we're going to be talking about different topics. It can include anything: social media, the world, friendships, relationships,
Pop culture.
Pop culture, etc. So we're going to start off today's video with our first topic being toxic friendships, relationship, any kind of relationship. So the first question is, what are some signs that you would see in people that alerts you that they are toxic? So what do you guys think?
They make you feel confused a lot and often.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you would say that's a toxic trait or a toxic person?
It's a sign
of a toxic
of
person.
toxicity happening.
And they're very manipulative.
Yeah.
They
Yes,
manipulate you.
yeah.
And they know how to.
But like, how do you tell someone's manipulating? Because you know how sometimes, like,
That's
I
the hard
personally,
part.
it's hard for me to tell when someone's manipulating me. Like, because some people
so
do
like-
it so well. Like you said, some people do it so well.
So like, for example, they'll say, let's go do this, and you're like, no, I don't really want to. Come on, let's go. And like,
never
they
hang out
just
with
keep,
them.
yeah, like they make you feel
Yeah.
bad for not doing stuff with them. That's important.
And then they also only ask you for favors and don't want to return them in.
Yeah,
like, no one to return the
one-sided.
favors. Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
someone like
One-sided.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do this for me, and then
When you
But like,
ask
where are
them,
you for me?
yeah.
Where?
So like, how much do y'all think personality kind of like dives into that? Because you know how we, like, different people, especially like you could say, for example, us, we have so many different personalities that like some of us are more keen to like see like toxic traits in people than, you know, like than a lot of us. How do you think y'all kind of like, what's like your little thing that y'all have, like you're like, oh, that's toxic, or that person's
Like,
toxic?
for each person, personally. So usually I know when I don't like someone like that.
Me too.
And it's just like a strong vibe you get. Like
Yes, they do.
they come off really judgy. That's the
Ooh.
one thing I hate the most out
That's
of
a good
people. They
one.
judge you just because of you're being yourself, honestly. And there's so many people in this world who do that nowadays anyways. But they just don't let you feel comfortable. That's a very important thing.
So like,
agree.
have you ever gone out of your comfort zone and like, even if you felt that from someone, still try to be friends with them?
No.
I have.
No.
Jazz,
I have.
Jasmine is more nice than me. That's
You sure?
I think you're more nice.
I have, and it didn't turn out well.
Uh,
Full of crap. Maria knows. Like, no.
Like, if I would have to meet you, you would have to be introduced, because I'm not the type
Yeah.
of person. I'm not that type of person who's gonna go out and go friends. If
Same.
I have friends, I'm sticking with them. So
Same.
like I met her through Maria.
We
like,
here now.
And all of my friends, yeah, they had to be introduced, because I'm not like I'm not the type of person.
You're not the type to go out.
to go out and go
Okay.
see them. Like, if you want to be friends with me, like, it might sound like
Come
crazy.
get me.
Yeah, like
Come get
you
me.
come to me. I'm shy. I'm a shy person. Once you get to know me, then I'm obviously like crazy and everything. But I'm a shy person at first, and it might not seem like that, but I'm like very shy.
No, yeah, you are
Same.
shy.
Yeah.
I remember I would take her to parties, and I'm like, it's my cousin Maribel. She's like,
Yeah.
So what about for you? Do you know any signs or?
No. I mean, yes, but no. So like, to me, I'm like the type of person that like, it takes me a long time. And you know this, like it takes me a
Yes.
long time for me to see a toxic person. And it's just like, because like I like to see the good in people. So like, if they do have toxic traits, I don't like pick up on it, and I'll just ignore it. Like, or if I do see it, I'm the type to just ignore it and be like, I can get past that. Or like, I can see
That
past
could be a
your lies.
strength or a weakness.
Exactly, yeah. And typically, like, to me, I let it become a weakness, but like, I feel like I'm kind of getting to that point where like, I let it become a strength. Where like, I'll see it, like I'll look over it, but if it happens again, like it's like, okay, that's just.
So you do that just to keep someone around, or?
I think at some point, yes, because like I always say, I'm like, I like to be alone. Like I'm the person, I like to be alone, but I don't like to feel lonely. I don't like to feel
That's the
lonely.
thing.
Understood.
Yeah, like
You know?
I kind of it's kind of hard for me to let go of people too, just because I don't want to be alone.
Exactly.
I don't like being alone, or I don't like feeling.
Yeah, I don't like.
Or if you had that
Yeah.
friendship and that relationship for so long, it's
Yeah.
just something that
Failure.
You're gonna feel like
for
I
a while.
wasted my time. Why
Yeah.
do I need to let go?
Exactly, and you don't want to feel like you wasted your time. Nobody wants to feel like they wasted their
Yeah,
time. So you're
that's
just
true.
like, you know what? Let me get over it. It's fine. Let's move
But
on.
there is a time when you grow out of
Mhm.
certain people, so you just gotta move on. Honestly, to me, I give people many chances. Like if you do something to me, I'll give you another chance, just because I have a big heart.
Yeah,
But-
I do.
At the same time, I'm not a beggar. So if you want to keep the relationship with me,
Mhm.
I'll keep it with you. But if I see one little sign that you want to stop it, I'm gonna be like, okay, I understand. Like I'm not dumb. I'm gonna get the hint and stop talking to you, because I don't like feeling like I'm with someone and they don't want me there.
Unwanted.
Yeah, it sucks.
Very true.
So I don't know.
Very true.
And at the same time, I feel like I'm alert on some things, but I'm very
Naive.
yes on others.
Mhm.
Like I'm always like, I never knew that.
I'm the kind that I'll be like, I never knew that, but secret, I'm like, yes, I did.
You knew.
I knew. I just ignored it.
Fake.
You had that intuition come through. Like this
Yeah.
is not right. So do you listen to your intuition? Like how are y'all when it comes to intuition? Do you listen to it, or do you have to wait until your back is against the wall for you finally
Like,
to just accept
Honestly,
it?
it depends. Yeah, because sometimes I can be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna listen, but sometimes I'm like, ignore, like
Keep
like,
going.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, see, I'm the type to just be like, I'll listen to it. I'll listen to it, and then it'll go right back out to this year. And I'm like, just like, keep it
That's me
going.
with advice. Like I
Yeah.
cannot take advice. Yeah, like
That's me with my intuition.
I feel like I have a good intuition, and I just listen to my gut a lot, especially if I have a dream. If I have a dream about something, it's gonna come true.
She's psychic.
Trust me. Oh my god, there's so many times where I'm like,
yeah.
even if it's a crazy dream, I dream and then later on I'm like, my dream.
But you know, people, they do say that like you dream either what you crave or like things that have happened to you and you have a feeling.
Or something that you.
But
keep
what if
thinking
it's
about.
a future
Mhm.
event
Something
that
that-
hasn't happened?
Yeah.
Like I've dreamed of a kid.
But it
I
could
don't
be-
have kids.
But like if it's a craving or something that you wish like if
You
you
do
dream that a
crave- I
relationship,
do.
if you dream that a relationship ends, maybe that's what you like deep inside want. Like that's something that you want. You want that.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Oh boy.
Because
I think I
have
need
crazy
therapy.
dreams. Because I have crazy dreams where I'm like, that will never happen. So I don't listen to those. But then there are those dreams where I'm like, I dream you did this to me. You
gotta
didn't
watch
do
out.
it. So then I start being on my, okay, I need to stay alert because
Mhm.
something's gonna happen. I just know something's gonna happen. You know, you have a feeling like
Yeah.
something bad's about to happen.
Trust
it
your
does happen.
gut.
I guess that is true because dreams on some certain level, like it's basically, I feel like dreams you can count as your intuition or like your
Yeah.
gut feeling.
They
like your
are.
subconscious.
That you
Because-
dream those things because of your environment, what
Yep.
you're going through at the
Exactly,
moment.
yeah. So like, see, a couple months ago, I kept having this reoccurring dream where I was like being pulled down, like I was drowning, and I was being pulled, like something was pulling me down, right?
Mhm.
And then a certain situation happened, a certain scenario happened, which you know of.
Mhm.
It after that situation happened, that dream was like completely like done.
It just never.
It never
yeah.
came back, and I think it was
It was
like
speaking
that,
to you.
either that relationship or that friendship that was like the one actually pulling me down, and it was my gut telling me like this relationship is like dragging you
Right.
down.
Right.
It's driving you down. And then when it finally happened, like it was like my subconscious was like, oh, like look,
Free.
you're free now.
But
Yeah.
my dreams aren't like that. When I dream, is dreams that I keep like having thoughts about. Like I don't dream of stuff like that I feel like are gonna happen, or like I said, intuition. What I dream is like things I keep like in my head, like what in my head keeps thinking about, or like what I'm terrified about. Like that's what I keep dreaming, and like, but I like obviously I don't think it's gonna come true, but like it's just. A
It's
fear.
in
It's always like in the back of your
Recurring.
head, like
Yeah,
just
it's
kind of
always
right
there,
there.
and that's what I end up dreaming.
Yeah.
So you dream
Wow.
about what you think about before you sleep?
Some people have that, like
Yeah.
they can constantly be overthinking about something, and then they'll dream about it, and you're just like,
Oh yeah.
But that
I've
makes
done that
sense,
before.
you
And
know.
I
I
have
dream
had
about
so
manual
many
checks.
dreams the same.
Oh, that works.
Work.
At work.
That's how you know it's probably stressful.
I'm an overthinker.
And then
I'm an
people
overthinker.
say you can control what you do in your dreams, and that's not
I
true
can't.
because I've
I can't.
tried and
I have
I can't. I have sometimes.
That's really
Rarely.
not-
I
that's not
rarely
normal.
do.
I did it to
Is that not normal?
Last
This
night.
morning, whatever. I
I
was
can't at
having a
some level.
nightmare. Oh my god, it was a scary nightmare. There was like a door.
Can we
It was
pause
a-
flag on the play? It's not normal to control your dreams.
No, we have to learn how to do that.
No, it's like a rare thing that people do
I
because
can't.
it's like you basically have enough control over your mind that you can
So you can
to some level. Where
I
you
was
can,
smart, bitch.
It's like
not
good.
normal.
It's
Or like I've
willpower.
had situations
It's not
where
a
I
mental
can
power, like not like intelligence power, but
Yeah.
like
yeah,
So
like I've
You
had
know I'm stubborn past stubborn. You
I've had
can't change
instances
my
where I can
mind.
like change the scenario in my dream.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be here, and then
Yep.
it's like switches to something.
The only thing I can have is like where I can wake up. Like I'm like, oh,
Like
I'm
you're just
dreaming. I'm just gonna
That's
wake
my
up.
favorite.
And then
That's,
wake
that's
up.
controlling
Yeah.
your D. Yeah, it's controlling your
But
subconscious.
like I can't
Nice.
control like what's gonna happen. Like let's say something bad happens, but in my head I'm like, okay, I'm dreaming. I want it to change, and it doesn't. And I'm
Ah,
like, okay.
got you.
Like,
got
yeah.
you.
I guess maybe sometimes that dream is powerful enough to where it's just like.
It's usually when I'm freaked out and I'm like, I want out. I want out. I'm
Yeah.
dreaming and I want
Yeah,
out.
wake up.
This is sick.
let's go to the next topic. Okay. How do you know when you're done with a friendship with someone? So how do you know this friendship is over?
See, I could say like where you don't talk no more, but there's some friendships like where you like
You'll stop talking.
you'll stop talking, but then you can like reconnect, and then it'll be like not that they're toxic,
Mhm.
and like they're bringing you down as a person,
Mhm.
and then like y'all are not having like the same connection, y'all are not
Like,
having
vibing
like fun
together.
together, yeah, y'all not
Like-
vibing, growing
Yeah.
together.
It's usually a negative thing, right? Like when
Yeah.
when you're done with a friendship, yeah, it's usually a negative. Some people will be like, "Oh, we just decided to part ways, like both mutually." I'm just like, I've never had that.
No, not really.
I can imagine us like, hey, let's stop.
Let's stop being friends.
Yeah, like what?
It's not you, it's me. We just
It's over
can't.
I would be like, it's you, it's not me.
You be tripping.
I know. Like you really have to be some kind of people to both of y'all be like, "It's over." Okay.
I know.
I mean, you kind of can, but
I know. It's like
They always
at
are
that,
different.
that's what I'm saying. It's at that level where y'all both mutually like, "Okay, let's stop."
Maybe when they
It
mean
has
mutually,
to
they
be.
mean like
it
they
just
both
kind of
stop
fall
talking to
off.
each other.
Yeah, but neither person actually
Yeah.
trips. But it's like, yeah, we
but
just
even
hadn't
then-
talked. I think we're not friends, but we don't have bad blood.
Yeah.
So
but see, even then, why do you necessarily have to say, "Okay, let's end it"? Like, okay, if y'all stop talking, then stop talking. If y'all move on, then move on. You don't necessarily have to come back to each other and be like, "It's over." You know? Like, no,
some
just
people
keep
like
going.
closure.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you
Yeah.
want closure,
Yeah.
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 But if you wanted closure, it's probably because something happened. You know.
What if nothing
You
happened and that's
just
the
trying to make
problem?
them fight.
I'm just saying that it's stuff that can happen.
Yeah, or you could just be hanging out and then you can feel like it doesn't feel the
Different,
same.
right?
We're not
Right.
laughing as much as we used to,
Yeah.
or we're not like
What if they're cheating
And
on
it,
you with
it
their
gets
new
sad
friend?
when that happens, yeah.
Like
How do
in
you-
your face, and you still get to see like
Wait,
we
but-
don't vibe like that.
What do you
anymore.
consider cheating on a friend like?
Well, I was joking, but
No,
you
because, like, some
can't
people,
kind
like,
of
see
cheat
it like
on
that.
friends.
Yeah, some people see it like I've heard people say that. Oh, they cheated on me as a friend, and I'm like, what?
Well, some people are very possessive.
Mhm.
So, like,
Ah,
when you're
okay.
their best friend, you're their best friend, and they don't want
And only
anybody
their
else to
friend.
be your best friend.
Okay, yeah, see, because I'm just the type of person. I'm like, I don't mind sharing.
That's weird. Yeah, that's weird to me.
Sharing, like, take them away from me. You know?
We can share.
I don't,
We got
I don't like
Monday.
that either. Like, yeah, we could share, but then there's also like that always that one person you're always gonna feel more
Yeah, that close,
connected to.
close connection too, where it's just like,
But like, obviously, you wouldn't be like, oh, it's just mine. Like, no.
yeah,
like,
because you don't want to seem
obviously, yeah.
possessive. Yeah, like you said.
Yeah.
Mhm. I don't know. I feel like when you're done with a friendship with someone, okay, like you can say good and bad things, right? Like, let's say a good thing that when you're done with a friendship with someone is when you both move on. You're
Mhm.
living separate lives. You're like
Doing better by
you're
yourself.
doing better by
yeah,
yourselves,
yeah.
like, or y'all had an issue and then it was resolved, but then y'all didn't talk after that. Like I don't see that as bad. I see
Yeah,
that as just
sometimes
kinda-
Yeah, that's okay. That
Like,
should
you
be
know,
okay.
the same thing with
Just leave
moving
the
on.
good
Yeah.
memories, yeah.
So what would y'all consider a bad one?
A bad
Falling
ending?
out,
A
exposing
bad ending.
secrets.
Yeah, exposing secrets, yeah.
Especially exposing secrets. Like at one point, if we were loyal to each other like that, it should stay that way, no
Yeah, I
matter
told
how
that
we
in
ride.
college,
Yeah.
Yeah, people just like we're not cool. I'm telling everything I know.
And
Like
it's like people don't get that limit. Like, okay, like
that
you're-
should continue
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
were truly
like,
friends.
people think
should
that there's a
continue.
limit to how loyal they have to be until how long, and then after that they're like, oh, I'm not loyal anymore.
And
Then
actually,
were
that
you ever
usually-
really loyal?
Exactly.
Yeah, and that actually usually happens. Like like low-key like with another person, like let's say there's 2 people, right, and like they're best friends, and then a third person comes in but one person doesn't like them, that usually happens, and another person starts drifting away, and then those 2 people start talking about the other person,
and then it turns into this whole drama.
Avoid.
See, I never like that. If someone like let's say my friend doesn't like the person and the new person wants to talk bad about my friend, I'm gonna stop them. Like, even if you guys don't get along, I still get along with the person. So
That's a real friend.
Don't, cause
That's real
then that
friend
makes me feel
behavior.
fake. Even if I'm not the one saying it, that I just don't want you to. I don't want to hear it.
See, as a guy, I have trouble handling friendships like that. Like, to me, if someone's, you know, like, friends with me and then my other friend isn't friends with that one person, like, it's hard for me to, like,
Could you just
maneuver
keep them
that.
separate? Just keep
But
them
even
separate.
then, like, for me, I find it to keep them separate because I'm the type of person that I like to bring people together. Not bring people together, but I like to be that, like, glue.
Gotcha.
Not, like, self-centered kind of way, but, like, in, like, a...
No, I know
common
what it is, 'cause you're like my
denominator.
mom. So like they don't like each other, so you stick with that one person because you don't want to feel unbalanced. Like, oh my gosh, I have to choose this one or the other one. 'Cause
Exactly.
You don't know how to
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
differentiate.
I don't know how to maneuver it because I don't know how to be like, okay, like, which way do I kind of lean towards, you know? I don't know.
It's just, I think that only works if you're a social person. If you're not social, then it won't work.
So I'm not social?
Like, you don't go out of your way to be
Oh no, I don't go out of my, like, if I know you like how we are right now, like, I'll be a social person.
but you won't go out of your
No.
way to be like, oh
Like
my
Mambo
God,
says,
I like
I-
your coat.
Same.
Yeah, me and Mambo,
You
we're
gotta
not
come
something like,
find me.
oh, like, let me make new friends. Like, no.
Alright, next one. What steps do you take to move on from a person? So, like, do you have a 12-step process? How to get over someone, a friendship, a boyfriend, girlfriend? What do you do?
I think if I'm being completely honest, and this might sound a little shallow, I just stopped caring. Just like completely. Like, you still exist,
Like,
but in my brain you don't exist anymore.
Like,
Like,
you're like, your brain just automatically just there.
Yeah.
It gets to that point, right? Okay, that makes sense. I don't see that as
you know
shallow.
the
I see
episode
that
of
as
Black
open.
Mirror when you get like blocked on a person's their little eye thingy on Black Mirror, and you just see like a shadow or a haze of them?
Yeah.
It's like that to me. Like, I know you're there, but
Like, and when you picture
I can't
it, it's kind of
acknowledge
just like
it. Yeah.
ah,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
that means I'm
So
done
you
with
stopped
you.
caring.
I honestly don't think that's shallow. I think that's just the way it copes.
I honestly
Yeah.
don't know this question because I'm trying to think of a person that I've truly cared about that has like gone out of my life. Because for me, it's really hard for me to care about a person. I'm gonna be so honest. It's really
Same.
hard for me to actually love you and care for you.
And like me.
Really, really super hard. And for me to trust you fully, like so fully, it's hard. So I'm trying to think about a person that I've actually like let go, that I've cared about so much. It's like, yeah, I've had friends come and go, but I never truly like cared about them because my close friends,
You can't.
yeah, I
Yeah.
still have them.
So like, I guess you can think of it as kind of like
An
in
ex-boyfriend?
a relationship, you know?
An ex-boyfriend? I always ghosted.
You just
So you just go?
I can't break up with a person. I don't know why. I just
Mambo can't be like,
It's so
So you still dating her first boyfriend?
I just ghosted. It's so like, I don't know. I feel so bad, so I can't do it. I think I've actually broken with one, but it was like only like a week. So it was like, okay.
It was easy.
Yeah, it was, no, it was still kind of hard. I cannot break up with somebody.
I don't like being ghosted, honestly. Like, if you don't want to talk to me anymore, tell me. But I mean, I'm gonna get the hint. Okay, well, I guess we're not friends anymore. I guess.
I know.
just gonna,
Like,
like,
I'm the type of
find
person
you.
to just wake up and see that you blocked me and I'm like,
That face.
and I'm like Loki, like crying on the inside. But I'm like,
Well, well, we're here now.
I'm just like, when did we get to this
I
point?
wonder how they felt.
I know. I'm like, damn, they probably felt good about
I didn't know you were this
themselves,
mad.
but- I know.
You got to
Dang.
I've had that where like people don't talk to me; they just completely block me. And I'm like, dang.
Same, and I was like, bro, we was just talking last
I
week.
know,
Like,
like, it's okay.
I don't think I had someone.
How do you just get like?
That's
It's not
what
that bad.
How do you just? I don't know. I don't think I've been blocked like that. If I have been blocked, I want it to be.
And I've never blocked
I'm
anyone.
borderline
Like, if I've
ass
gotten
for
mad at someone or stopped talking to someone, I never go out of my way to let me block you.
Yeah, that's
Like,
so
let me see what
extra.
you're gonna say.
That's so extra for me. Like, no, like I'm not gonna. Yeah, like you say, I'm not gonna go out of my way to
Like,
block
oh my
someone.
gosh,
Like,
I don't
that's-
like you.
Yeah.
Like it's like doing the burn book, like this girl, you know,
Sup,
when
ugly?
you do
What's your way?
Fugly.
me. So for me, what was it again?
What steps you do?
What steps
for
do
a
I
person?
take? I get drunk. No, I'm just kidding.
I think that's a requirement.
I probably
You gotta get
That's a
like
requirement
one
somewhere.
I go out.
And those steps.
I go out. I probably buy myself something.
Dang,
So you spoil yourself.
I
to feel
definitely do stop caring because if I and I stop thinking about it because if I don't like to think about it, like why did they stop talking? No, I'm just gonna be like okay, I accept things really fast.
That's good.
So
That
that
could work
that definitely helps a lot. And then I guess once I stop thinking about you, I just
It is what it is. You can't see him anymore.
yeah.
You're there. You don't
It'd be hard
exist.
to stop thinking about a person because I'm a very like my mind always like I said, I always think about stuff, and like let's say something happens, people could forget it but not me. Like it could be such a minor thing, like let's say I fell in public, like I would never forget it. Like you know, people were forgetting, like I'm not telling, like any little minor thing.
You've been thinking about it that one time.
Back in 2004.
Yeah.
Why did I fall?
like when I peed in pre-K, I still think about it to this day.
It's been like 15 years.
I'm like, why didn't I just live? Like, cause I'm the type of person, like, I was a very good student, so like, I was like raising my hand when my teacher was reading a book, and then I had to go pee, and I didn't want to go without her permission, so I just peed.
Oh, the lights
And then
free. Come on.
I was like, fine, I'll be here.
Shut up, teacher. She's peeing.
And to this day, I think about it, I'm like, I should have just gone. But see, like, that's the type of things I feel like I would never be able to like forget a person, like you know, like
Yeah.
they
yeah.
would always be in my mind.
Yeah. To me, it's like I think that like it's also brings into that whole forgive but don't
I guess
forget.
it depends how much you love the person.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Like I only let
'Cause
you
I guess
hurt me so much, man. I don't
Yeah.
care how much I cared about you. Like I don't know. At some point, you just kind of. I love you, but I'm gonna love you from over here because this is not healthy. Like,
Yeah. See, to me, like I don't know, my steps. I don't have steps. I just kind of have to like wing it.
I'm his
That's
she is my guidebook. Like recently, she's been my guidebook to learn, like to learn. And
Yes,
I don't see it as like oh, she's telling me what to do, because no matter how many steps or like how much of a guide she is to me, she's not gonna be like my full book instruction.
Right.
No, that's why it's called a guide. And so I feel like for me, now that I've learned with her, like to kind of, because it takes me months. Oh my god, it takes me months, maybe even years. No, I'm just kidding. No. But I'm like the type, so it'll happen. Like let's say the friendship breaks, right? Then I overthink 100% what happened, what went down, like
What I do.
and what did I do,
Oh,
what,
true.
and that takes 3 or 4 months. The overthinking takes 3 or 4 months, approximately 3 or 4 months. Then once the overthinking is done, then I'll enter in that phase of like, okay, I'm fine. Like you know, that kind
are
of like
you really
denial.
fine?
Yeah, that kind of like I'm fine, but I'm really not fine. But I'm pretend like I'm fine.
Gotcha.
You know, and then it'll be like a month or 2 for that. And then after that, then I'll really start to like let go of that denial and overthinking, and I'll
Start erasing pictures.
start erasing pictures.
Really?
Start like,
It
doing
would take me a
this.
long time to erase pictures too.
Erase pictures.
I ain't erasing no
See,
pictures.
no, once I'm done with the denial,
That's my
I'm erasing
memories.
pictures. I'm erasing pictures because they still live here. To me, I'm like, a picture's a picture, I still have it here.
Yeah.
And then once I delete pictures, I think that's when I'm like fully like, okay. And then I stop thinking about that person. I'll stop thinking, oh, what did they post or what did they do? Or,
Gotcha.
where are they now? Like that, and I think that, and so in total, it's like about 8 months.
You'll see.
And
Let's
I
move that down to 2 months.
Let's
I
see,
do
that's
that.
what
The right idea.
next
Definitely.
question. Next question. Do you think high school friendships are meant to last? Everyone raise your hand if you say no.
I don't even remember high school.
Do any of you guys still have a high school friend?
Yes, my best friend. That's
Okay.
where I met my best friend.
She does.
Yeah.
I didn't count. Someone else go.
I don't.
Well, actually, I just recently connected with my other friend from high school. But like, okay.
Jessica?
No, that was middle school. I'm talking
Oh.
about her name is Jazz.
Hello.
But, yeah. She recently texted me. She was like, "Oh, like I miss you." Yeah, and I was
I like getting those
Okay.
messages.
Okay, so maybe they won't last, but I feel like once you have like that, I think it's because after high school you have to have that period where you like on your own, like you can go off on your own and like do your own
Okay,
thing.
well, I
Figure
would
out
say
who you
friends.
And then when you get back into that, you can then
Right.
like if you want to, only if you want to, maybe reconnect with them.
Like, I feel like if they're your friends if you see them at least once a month.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, I won't consider friends because, like, yeah, we have each other on social media, and yeah, we could talk. We used to talk, but like, if we don't see each other, we don't talk like at least like once a month or something. Then we're
I
not
only have
friends.
friends. I only have one.
We're acquaintances. Yeah, we're
People
acquaintances.
that we shared good memories and
Yeah.
it was cool while it lasted, but
We're not friends.
we don't see each other every day.
Just like
anymore, so
coworkers.
we don't have that
To
relationship.
me, I don't think coworkers
We're
like we're friends unless we see each other outside of work.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if not, then we're not
Yeah.
friends.
We just work in the same
Yeah.
place.
And we can talk
We're just
about stuff.
co-workers.
Yes. In the same place.
But you
that's
can
it.
get so close to them.
You
I
can,
got
because
close
it's
to one
easy. I
girl.
think it's because it's easy.
Because
Not
you see
for
them every
me.
day.
No, but not just that, but it's easy because you don't have that. You like Maribel said, it's not that like you can easily break it off. Like you can easily break it off, honestly, because you can just
Yeah.
stop working there and you won't ever
Start
talk
it.
again. And so that kind of that everything y'all talked about can kind of go down the drain. Like it never happened. I see.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah,
What
me and my coworker, we used to tell tea. We would.
No, I don't talk to anyone from high school. And if I do, it's because of Jeffrey. And those are like his friends, but they're my friends too now.
Yeah,
so-
same. Sean.
Yeah, but me personally, I was friends with one person, but we don't really talk like that. So, yeah, no one.
I only have one. 1 point for me. So
You have one?
2 points for
Okay.
you.
Maribel, 1, 2.
Probably like -2 over
Yeah,
here.
2.
-2.
How do you get the
Love high school, man.
I'm in the lead.
Did you have that like a best friend in high school?
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yep,
so
as
y'all
soon as we
all had that-
graduated, it
y'all
just.
all had that one friend.
I had multiple.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I was a little best friend whore.
Yeah, I
See, I didn't. 'cause
Look,
I
a
couldn't have
social
that.
butterfly.
Well, in 9th grade I had one. Then in 10th grade I was like, new one. And I got a new one in 10th. And
You
in
say these like
11th.
cars.
I know.
Charles
Like,
outfits. I'm tired of you. I need another one.
Next make and model, please.
And then senior year was another one. So yeah. I had
How do you
three.
make friends so easy?
I
Like
don't
how?
know.
How?
I like
She's
it.
very
The
outgoing.
difference
Yes.
is I can make friends easily, but I can't maintain them. That's my.
I feel like I can't make, but I can maintain.
Oh, see, we're opposite. in
You
that.
just
Yeah.
like my extrovert had to come extrovert herself on me.
I literally
repeatedly.
Yeah, I feel like I can make 2, but most of the time I don't want to. Like, you know.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
You're
know.
lazy.
You don't want to go.
Yeah.
You don't want to go above and
Both.
beyond. in life.
It's too far away.
Hello?
But honestly, if you think about it, friendships are hard to maintain. Not just because
Yeah.
they're friendships and you both have to really get to know each other very well, but like it's tiring. It's like draining. It's like.
And
I don't know.
We have to
Is it
hang
really a
out.
friendship that you're
Yeah,
getting
we have to-
If
tired?
it's draining, it's toxic.
Right. You shouldn't be feeling
Not be
drained.
draining
I
at
mean,
all.
not draining, but like. I don't
You
know.
shouldn't feel like they're taken out of you. That no.
You know?
And like even at
And I
your
want
worst.
to have a friend where I could be like myself, like
Yeah.
truly myself. And
Yep.
if I'm not like that with you, then I don't
Are
consider
we
yourself
really
a
friends?
close
That's
friend.
true.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
Like,
Agreed.
Like yeah, my thing was like with some friends I couldn't be honest. Like I'm a very honest person. I couldn't be honest, and so
Then
I
are
would
y'all
kind of like
friends?
lean off of those friends that wouldn't accept me as honest, and I go to the ones that would be like, oh yeah, like I like your honesty. Like I lean to those type. It's like if they don't accept that you're really honest, like I mean, there's no, you're gonna get mad at me for no reason.
My friends now are my cousins. We're
We're
like really tight. We always talk about like we want our
Lovely.
kids to grow up so they can be like us.
Yes.
No, see, I don't know about that because I might leave.
Well, you ain't going nowhere.
That's what he
We'll
said.
stay.
You're not even allowed. Where are you
Who? Permission of who?
You didn't ask me. Okay, next one. What do you do when you're having a bad day to make yourself feel better?
Sleep.
Honestly,
No,
yes.
sleeping. I like. That's like. I
It's
don't know. I
healing.
love sleeping. Yes, I
Rejuvenate
love
you.
sleeping.
And
Yeah.
honestly, beauty sleep works because I'll be waking up at 8 and I look in the mirror and I'm like, ugh. Then I go back to sleep, wake up at 11, I'm like,
So, do you mean like with yourself or like when you feel in a bad mood because of something that happened?
anything. Just
Oh.
when you're in a bad mood, sad, depressed. What do you do?
Eat.
I like to be alone.
Yeah, sing.
Definitely.
Dance.
I like to be alone.
I listen to music. I listen to sad music.
Yeah.
No, I like listen to upbeat music.
I'm probably gonna be like, throw that
I know. I'm like you. I need to listen to sad music. It's like sad music doesn't bring me down, and if anything, it lifts me.
Yeah,
up.
y'all get those feelings up.
Yeah, it lets me get my feelings out. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, whoever wrote this song was sad too. They know what it's
They was
like.
going through it.
Let's share the emotion.
Let's be depressed together.
Yeah.
I like listen to Bad Bunny.
No.
Yeah, then I
Yeah,
listen to
but
Bad
that's
Bunny.
not-
Then
Yeah.
I want to, you know, like, oh my god, let me see my friends. Let's hang
Yeah.
out. That
Yes.
definitely helps me feel better.
Yes. Definitely go out.
Mhm.
But I mean, I've noticed, and it kind of sucks, like now, but like back when I used to have friends in high school, like when we would hang out, I would always listen to upbeat music. Like it was always upbeat music. I would never listen to
Do
that.
you like low-key
Now
just
that-
want to party?
No, it's like, maybe I would low-key always be like, oh man, I like the like very upbeat music. But you know, then I got out of high school and I stopped having friends and I like more sad music.
You got depressed.
You grew up.
You got depressed.
I don't know if it's depression, but like
Adults.
I'm not really into upbeat music like that anymore. I'm more of like
You be
a
like,
calm.
shut up.
Like, yeah, I'm like next, like you know, like I'll listen to it if I'm by myself and stuff. But with other people, it's hard for me to be like, yeah, you know.
What is that?
I don't know, like.
I like watching movies. I like watching movies. I like, especially like funny. I actually like watching kids movies, like animated. Like I
Me
just
too.
recently watched Kung Fu Panda again, and I love those type of movies.
Because they
I
have
love
good
kids
like
movies.
messages where you can be like,
Yeah, I like romance and then comedy movies, but like kids comedy.
I have to watch action movies when I'm depressed because I don't know. It's just,
See,
they
I
make me
like
feel bad.
action movies, but not like that.
I
Like,
do.
They're
I
not
don't
really
know
like
why.
my favorite.
You wanna
I
see
guess it
people
gets me
get
like,
shot?
not get shy, it just gives me that adrenaline. I'm like, yeah, you know.
Go ahead.
It's for real because everyone's like, you know, in their like action scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's funny to fight and everything. I can imagine Javi throwing
Just
your
going,
Randomly eating chips.
like I'll go to 7-Eleven, grab me a Slurpee, grab me some hot Cheetos, and then just sit there and watch the movie. Like that's something that'll make me feel.
Javi thinking you're in the movie while eating chips.
Bye.
I don't know, this is my thing. I like that. I like doing that. Like I said again, I'm alone. I like being alone because it gives me time to think and do
Do
my
all
stuff.
the weird stuff I want to do.
Do all
No
the weird stuff,
judgment.
yeah. Do all the weird stuff I want to do and just let it all out.
Do you guys have like specific friends that y'all tell y'all stuff to? Like when y'all are going through something, like, okay, when it's about this, I can talk to this person. When it's about
No, I don't have friends.
I can't even join the conversation.
I myself is my only
She's
friend.
not
one
a friend,
friend.
she's a cousin. She's not a friend, she's a cousin, but like
Okay.
she's a friend like that, or she's a cousin that I could like literally tell anything to.
So do you
and I know I will trust with my
would you
life.
rather see your cousins as friends or as cousins?
Family? Yeah, I would rather see my cousins.
As cousins.
But like we like friends, like we also like friends. Like you know how your family members
You
can
can
be
be
friends
both,
too. Yeah,
for
you can
sure.
be both too.
Which makes you even cooler.
So I have that one cousin where I can tell anything too, and she tells me anything too.
I don't know. I guess it's always, like I
I
said,
got
it's always
one.
been hard for me to maintain relationships.
Like I won't pick you if you don't seem like you're worth something.
Mm-hmm.
Say don't read anything. Like yeah, I'm about to go H.
I'm low key
Come
mad.
get me.
I'm lucky bad at choosing the best friend. Like, okay, so like I've always like in middle school too, and it was like this in high school where I had two friends and I was close with both of them, and one was more toxic than one than the other one. But I would always pick choose hanging out with the toxic one then with the like kind one, like, cause like literally in
Because
middle
with the
school it was
toxic
like
she
that
more
too.
fun?
Because the toxic one
Yeah,
does
so
toxic.
like,
Well, because the toxic
But
one does more like
now that I
toxic
grew
stuff,
up,
so it's
yeah.
like less judgment.
But now that I grew up, like I regret that
Yeah.
because like the ones that are like the non-toxic ones were the ones that were always there for me, the ones that would like do anything for me, ride or die, like literally. And like I'm glad I still have those friends, but like I was like, man, like I loved hanging out with them too, but like the toxic one was like fun, like you know.
Yeah.
At least you didn't have a friend who took up
Trouble.
all your life.
Oh.
Don't let anybody take up all your life.
Yeah.
Ever.
I'm just
Unless
that
they're your
dedicated to a
child.
person. I just get that dedicated to someone where I'm like,
But now like
I
just
need
think
to
about
put
it as
my
it was
life
just good
into-
memory.
Are humans better at creating or destroying? What do y'all think?
Destroying.
It's hard because we create some good stuff too, or like humans create some good stuff too. Like technology can help, but like also destroying. We destroy the earth. We destroy people, everything. But we also create some good stuff. Hospitals, like that technology that hospitals have, technology that automotive, like buses, cars, and everything. All those are good, but then we also destroy the earth so much.
So I guess it can't really balance out.
It's because we don't know how to balance.
Yeah, we don't know how to balance.
We don't. It's like we're given something and we try to balance it out, but we just end up doing either better at it or we end up really, messing it up.
I don't even think we try. We just do things just because.
I think people are innately selfish.
And even then, like, it even comes down to your children.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have children and like you really want to do good by them and you think you're doing all a good job of this, but then there's like something where you leave blank or you forget about, and that can just like completely destroy them and like completely like so it's just like
pressure.
It's hard for us to it's hard for us to balance like
you know, like those situations where a dad has to work 2 jobs and he's never home to provide for his family, and then the kid might feel neglected because he never spends time with their dad.
See,
but the dad sees it as, I need to provide for you so you can have your education and all of this. So
I can get both sides.
I was that kid.
Yeah, because I can get both sides, because the dad is really just trying to give everything to the kid, and the kid is like, okay, but I just want you. But it's like,
and the kid's like, at the end of the day, I just want him to spend time with my dad.
Yeah, but then he couldn't have some of the stuff that he wants because his dad wouldn't be working. Like, you can't have everything.
But I mean,
maybe that just showed you that you can't have everything.
Even then, a lot of people would say there's time for everything. And there really is.
Yeah.
If you think about it, when it comes down to it, you have time. Like
I agree.
Like you can like work one, like if like let's say that situation when it's like you have 2 jobs and you're working every day, you can like just go to one job one day. Decide to. You have to take that risk. You have to take that risk. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to take that risk. But if you need to take that time for your kid because you see that they're struggling without you, then like what's more important, your job or your kid?
And then you're not gonna have a place to live.
Yeah, what about money? What about the...
but like I said, it's only one day. Is one day going to change the whole course of the year?
For some people, it can.
Maybe like try to get a job where like they're very like good with the schedule, like flexible. Because there's some jobs like that pay good, that are very flexible with the schedule.
Yeah, jobs right now are hard though. What do you think the most important invention to humanity is?
Food. No, I'm just kidding.
That was an invention.
I know.
The most important one.
I would say hospitals. I would say like the technology that's in hospitals.
So just technology in general.
Medicine.
Medicine, okay.
Because it saves people,
I say technology. Because like if you compare how it was like back in the day without technology, and you compare how like when technology first started developing, like we like what they couldn't do in 300 years, we did in like 40. Like from the span of like 1920 to the span of like 1980, we went to like the moon. We went like we did things that we never thought we could do.
Oh, I didn't say mine. I don't know. I just think about inventions and I'm like, ugh. They make me mad. Like, I don't know. Let's see.
Get some good ideas.
What is something schools can do to improve on? And when you said that question, do you mean like
What do you mean, like with bullying, social media, like the school education?
Anything, like school, it could even be like the lunch or like something the teachers can do or something.
Not putting so much focus on like taking tests, passing tests. I could go like a whole school year and I would know how to pass this one test at the end of the year, but everything else I learned, trash. It was a waste of my time. Like,
or like so much percentage to the test.
Yeah.
Like, why is it 60% of my whole grade? It's one day. Like,
and I like the teachers that would actually give us a review, and the review would be just like the test. Because like, why would you give us a review that's not really gonna be the same as a test?
They
like,
do
that's
that
just
all
dumb.
the time.
I hate math. I hate math.
I love math.
I love math.
I like reading.
I'm nerdy.
I love reading.
I like reading and history.
I can read a lot of books. I can just spend time reading.
I think like they really need to handle the student-teacher relationship better, because like not in like a way where it's like too close where you're just like, oh, it's kind of but like in that level where it's like I think that they really need to focus more on how they make their students feel, because there's some teachers where you just walk in the classroom and they have that vibe of like, sit down, like let's get started. Like no, like you need to have that welcoming environment, because especially when you're going through your teenage years, people don't think, but your teenage years are hard. Like they're so hard, especially if you grow up. And not to sound like that, but if you grow up as a colored person, like what we have, like it's hard. It's hard.
A minority,
you know? A minority. If you grow up a minority, because that's like that's our experience. And I think like if teachers don't have a good relationship with their students, it shows. Like when students start lowering their grades or something like that, they ask, "Oh, well, you know, what's the student doing in their downtime that they don't have time for school?" It's like no, it's like maybe they just don't like to go to that class because of what the teacher, like how the teacher makes them feel, you know. I don't know, just like like adults in general, it's like they don't
really
understand.
think when like we give, well, at least me, like when I would give an excuse, like they wouldn't really believe me, like I'm being so dead ass, like why don't you believe me, like I did not have time, I have other stuff to do. Or like that's why I like having A-B classes, like you know, like 4 classes this day, 4 classes the other day, instead of having all 7, because then teachers don't think about other classes either. Like this is my work for my class, but what about all the other classes that we have to do? Like you're not the only one, like chill out. They don't think about that. Yeah,
I think we would need to pay teachers more.
Also
so that they can like chill out and have a quality of life. Like one, I think they only get paid once a month, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it's like random other people's badass kids coming in class. I'm broke. I can barely pay my bills.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna want to be so invested. So I would say pay the teachers more, because they taking care of y'all kids. Or y'all not. Like
for 8 hours.
And
not just
investing
taking
them.
care of them, because you can take care
they're
of
educating them.
So they can be
doing better job than
successful.
you sometimes. Sometimes the parents.
Yeah, but then it also comes again back to that question of like, if you're gonna become a teacher, you need to know what is coming with it. Like,
I mean, I just agree with Jasmine. They should just get paid more. I know. Okay, well that's all the questions for today, guys. I hope y'all found our conversation very interesting and hilarious, thanks to him. But yeah, watch us in the next episode of Crazy.
Let us know what we could talk about, what we could do, anything fun.
Share with your friends, share with your family members.
Like, share, subscribe.
Let us know what we can improve on, what we can talk about.
Right, I'm doing a podcast. Super introverts, we exist.
Why do Javi look like a mom, like scared?
I know. Bye,
Bye, guys.